We got a new film featuring Avenger, and it's not some BS on Disney+, although it's kind of required for you to watch WandaVision to really understand what's going on with one of the characters. But this film is directed by Sam Raimi. So it's a little kooky. It's a little out there. It's a little unconventional. It's a little off the beaten path. It's kind of just a tad bit strange. But is it any good? Let's find out. I feel like Benedict Cumberbatch has been in like 35 Doctor Strange films, but this is only the second one. He's just been like cameoing in everything. Spider-Man, Avengers, other things. He's been around. They're not coming to me right now, but he's been in stuff. And I used to think, wow, Benedict Cabbage Patch is such a good actor. Now though, I just think it's good special effects. Don't get me wrong, he's great still. But at the end of the day, he kind of just goes around grumpily saying, what did you do? I'll take care of this. It's really just him doing great hand play. And I will say, top tier hand play. He's doing stuff I couldn't even possibly fathom. There's an extended sequence where he's just doing the bullhorns. I guess this makes magic now. I guess this is, I'm opening a portal right now. The film is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm getting kind of sick of the multiverse. It kind of bums me out to say this isn't the best of the multiverse offerings so far because it had the potential to be that. Some of the stuff they do is fantastic, where he's kind of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker jumping from planet to planet, in this case from dimension to dimension, or into the Spider-Verse where he's kind of falling through them quickly. Even reminds me of that sequence in Inside Out where they go into the 2D realm and they just keep kind of losing their structure. This has brilliant moments of that, but our friend Doctor Strange isn't going to be spending a lot of times in these locations. Really, this is more of a Wanda film than it is a Doctor Strange movie. They share equal screen time, and it's really unfortunate that a lot of her backstory hinges on watching WandaVision. Now, you won't be lost if you didn't see that 6-episode miniseries or whatever it was. I watched it, so I knew what was going on, but they really gloss over it quickly. She's just instantaneously the villain here, and she's not just a little evil, she's like full-blown nuts. She has zero issues not only killing people, but going after her own friends if they get in her way. That is a very jarring contrast from the last few films she was in, where she was clearly a very good person on the side of the heroes. Would have been nice to flesh that a little bit more, show the corruption. And that brings us to the main point of the film. Wanda's in possession of a book from hell, basically, forged by demons or something. I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's making her evil. She's doing that to herself as well. She's definitely got the motivation. She wants to see her kids. She wants to raise them, her own, and she doesn't have any, but other versions of her do, so she's gonna go steal a pair, pretty much, or take over the body of another Wanda and play housewife. But that's not gonna happen, Wanda, because Doctor Strange is gonna be there to stop you, and he's got help. America Chavez is there to join him. Who's she? I don't know. A comic book character, I suppose. She's probably like a Starfighter, or maybe America Chavez is her actual comic book character name. I know that she has stars that open up to make a portal so that she can enter other multiversal dimensions. Let's move away from the plot. There's not going to be spoilers here. I might do another video on that if I feel enticed. This is a theme park ride, okay? It's an event. It's a couple hours long. You're going to have a good time. It's a roller coaster. There's ups, there's downs, it's fun, the effects are great at times, at other times they're not, just like a typical Sam Raimi film, but he's got a style to it. A little bit of flair, a little bit of pageantry, the effects are all over the place, and I dig it. I dig, especially in the first battle that's like 15 minutes long of just complete nonsense, just total shenanigans. I was all in for it. Things are getting destroyed, creatures are being revealed, the music's popping. He even does a shot of a woman scared out of her mind, cute woman, but she doesn't do the Sam Raimi scream, and I swear that was an intentional callback. Like, look, I've grown as a director. We're not doing the cheesy screams. I'm just gonna look at that woman in shock. Had to have been a nod to himself, and I dig it. There's some struggle, there's some cameos or reveals or whatever you want to call them. Is it a good movie? I don't. Does it matter? but it doesn't matter. You're entertained. I was entertained. That's the takeaway here. It's a watchable, fun time, and then you move on and you maybe go down the street, get some Wendy's. That's the type of experience this is. A nice fast food meal on the go, and then we'll move on to the next product, because these Marvel movies have become products to me now. They're just throwing a lot of shit out there, and because Disney owns every property under the sun, they can throw in other characters that you might be familiar with and not know are showing up, and you say, wow, that's neat. Hey, that's fun. Look at that. Look at that guy. What's next? Now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of Doctor Strange Into the WandaVision Multiversal Madness movie time. And maybe you liked it more than I did. Or maybe you thought it was cool, but I don't care that much. Or if you haven't, don't see this and go to The Northman instead, because that's a way cooler film. If you really want to put yourself out there, hit subscribe. Because I'm popping out movie-related content more often than Elizabeth Olsen changes her voice as Wanda. Scarlet Witch? Nah. More like the Scarlet Bitch. You're still here? Well, why don't you click on some of the videos I have available? They're right in this area. I've conjured them up for you. In the meantime, I have things to do with my hands that the animators can put in later. This is me mixing something in a bowl really fast. This is me making balloon animals. This is me playing cake. It's a band.